Hello, I'm Trevor Karsten and I'm the General Manager of Northern Suburbs Basketball. We're a not-for-profit sporting association based in Crow's Nest, a suburb of Sydney, New South Wales. Northern Suburbs has been in existence for over 20 years, serving the community through providing basketball facilities and administrating the games we hold. Currently we have over 4,000 registered playing members, which means in our contact group we have over 8,000 people. As General Manager, I'm responsible for implementing the board's policy on the efficient running and administration of the association. We have a very flat structure, which means everybody gets involved with most tasks. We host over 8,000 games a year, which range from under 8s to senior elite basketball. Our membership is 4,000 registered playing members, which provides in our contact group over 8,000 people. As a byproduct of this, we need to communicate with our members rapidly and economically. North's membership was 3 or 4 years ago about 12 to 1,300 people. Handling the administrative work with this number through a totally manual system was costly, but we were able to do it with the number of staff we had. The association secured this forecourt venue about 3 or 4 years ago, and with it came an explosion in the number of members. We were simply unable to cope with processing the registration details and the payment processes with 4,000 members using a manual system. It was fraught with errors, very time consuming and ultimately inefficient. We needed to seek an alternative to enable us to process these transactions securely and efficiently. In looking at improving the service to our members, we picked on registration because that was a seemingly simple item to categorise and control. We already had a web page, but we were doing all the processing of the data that was faxed to us from web page downloads manually. We looked at putting the system partially online and then processing the payments manually, but this seemed to be not the most efficient way forward. The board expressed concerns over the security of an online system, and it caused us to examine in detail the security of an online system, and eventually using a system that is backed by a major financial institution and used by all the majors, we settled on going down the online complete transaction route. This brought with it many benefits. There was no confusion over authorisation of payments. It reduced dramatically the flow of cash. Missing cheques became a thing of the past. The client and ourselves received an invoice and receipt on every transaction. Through a web-based application, we were able to download these documents into our accounts on a daily basis. When we decided to pursue this development, we looked at a lot of products. We looked at a lot of other associations who allegedly had an online facility. But when it was investigated, we discovered those weren't true online facilities, but simply systems that produced a document at the end that someone else had to enter in manually. There was no automated database and certainly no automated system. Having settled on the fact that we would proceed down a complete automated route, we then sought expressions of interest from companies who could deliver the service. We finally settled on a product delivered to us by Let Me Play. This product delivered all of our requirements at a price that we felt was acceptable. It gave us a greatly improved control of our database, huge efficiencies in operation, much greater financial security for the association and its members, as well as providing us with an invaluable instant communication tool between our association and our members. In my view, the principal benefits to the association of the online registration system are firstly an enormous reduction in the sheer logistical effort in processing thousands of members. Members can register 24/7 at their convenience. It eliminates cash and cheques flowing through the operation. It provides automated receipts for the client and automatically posts to our account the entry. Clients have the capacity to alter their own details, which is protected by a password and user login. Similarly, the association can offer clients privacy through limitations of access by our staff. Ultimately, in simple business terms, your client is doing all the data entry work for you. Now, what can be cheaper than that? We've been running the online registration system for over 2 years, and during this time we've evaluated its efficiencies when compared to the manual system, and it's got to the point where we're now able to offer members who register online a discount on their registration, which equates to between 7 and 10% of the cost of registration. Now, this figure was arrived at by looking at the labour costs, the repeat processing of all the manual entries required just due to human error, whereas now we have rapid and accurate data reporting. So we've been able to demonstrate to our members a tangible benefit to the implementation of the online registration system. At Norths, we have a basic computer network staffed by people who are competent in Office, Microsoft products, but not expert. We also were very concerned about security, so therefore the idea of having it web-based with the actual data being housed in an off-site server enhanced the security from our point of view. The system was integrated quite easily within a matter of hours, and then we had 1 or 2 training sessions for basic operations with staff. Thereafter, the system was up and running. We produced an FAQ for our clients to help those, and we advertised it extensively. In addition to staff wanting to implement the system, the management of the association were really very supportive and gave clear indications that this was the way we were going to proceed. When we engaged LNP with this product, we felt it met all our needs. However, over the past 2 years we've had 3 upgrades, none of them major, all brought about by the need to alter the system slightly to make it more user-friendly, more friendly to our members and our staff, and also to produce an improved outcome for the association in its data management. At the end of the first year of using the system, we were concerned and nervous about how the renewal process would proceed, but we were pleasantly surprised because the members received personalised emails inviting them to renew with the association, which reminded them of their password and user login, and those who hadn't provided us with an email address received a letter containing the same information. This greatly assisted in the renewal of our members of their registration. We're now in the offices that are adjacent to the courts, and in here all the day-to-day processing takes place, plus fielding inquiries from members on the night. I'll take you through here and show you some of the back area. These are screens where the staff access the data and basically deal with most of the membership inquiries. And I'll take you through to the front area if you want to see the point of sale system. Just through there, we have the registration system operated from here, as well as dealing with point of sale customer inquiries. just through there, we have the registration system operated from here, as well as dealing with point of sale customer inquiries.